This is the first of the Did You Know series on consumer debt and Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 bankruptcy. Why bankruptcy, you might ask? Bankruptcy is, of course, something you will want to avoid in your life in a perfect world. But as we know, we don't live in a perfect world. Some things happen in life and things get out of control. We live in tough economic times where expenses are extremely high, especially if you live in New York, and your income may have taken a big hit. You or your spouse may have lost a job or suffered a medical illness that shredded your fragile budget. There are three major options available to the general public in handling debt, especially credit card debt, when you just can't afford to repay creditors. The first option is entering into a debt management program, generally run by a credit counseling agency. Many are reputable, but trust me, some are not. This is a process whereby the credit counseling facility enters into negotiations with your creditors for a reduction of interest of your debt and thus a reduction of your monthly minimum payments. They propose a plan for X dollars a month at such and such interest rate that will pay off your debt in approximately 3 to 4 years. The principal balance is not reduced, but the killer interest generally is lowered. Now, the advantage for some people is that you avoid bankruptcy on your credit report and you make a single payment to pay off all of your debts, but your credit may still be impacted. But it's clearly not a bankruptcy notation on your credit report. The bottom line is that you need to be able to afford this payment. The second major option is entering into a debt settlement program. Generally, these programs require you to pay a sum of money each month. The agency squirrels your payments in a bank account, expecting to accumulate sufficient monies that would enable them to settle each debt at a substantial savings, generally in the 50% range. Be careful. Be very careful. In my experience, in over 23 years, seeing thousands of people in financial distress, many people are hurt badly going through this process. Also, beware of IRS cancellation of debt income as a result of reducing your debt. Proceed with caution, or don't proceed at all. The third major option is bankruptcy, the court of last resort, as I like to call it. In a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, generally your debts are wiped out completely, especially your credit card obligations. There are no negotiations with the bank to reduce interest or to settle the debt. Chapter 7 bankruptcy is a legal proceeding that provides for a fresh start. Stay tuned for more information.